Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Kia in Ewing, New Jersey to check out what I believe is a very special Kia K5. This is a 2023 Kia K5 GT in wolf gray, one of my favorite colors on the K5. So let's see what this brings to the table in the sports sedan market, and let's dig in. All right, we're looking at the front end of this Kia K5 GT with the GT1 package. Wolf gray, Kia badge in the middle, tiger nose grille looking great, functionality top and bottom, LED fog lamps, LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, that low slung hood looking so good, and a very aggressive front end on this K5 GT. All right, wheel and tire setup on this K5 GT1. We have a 19-inch wheel. Tires are Pirelli P0 all seasons. Gloss black wheel, silver accents, looks good. Ventilated rotors. We have the calipers in light gray with the red GT script on it, which I think looks great. Tire size 245 on the width, 40 series sidewall, 19s, all four corners, front wheel drive. Full side profile on this K5 GT1. I think this wolf gray is a great color on this car with the black accents, with the wheels tying in with the side view mirror. The body lines are nice and straight and clean. That sport back design looks so good. A really good looking K5. Moving in closer, gloss black on the side view mirrors, LED turn signals, 360-degree cameras are on this car, color match front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap, and now we have a blacked out roof, which I think makes it look even better with that shark fin antenna and a panoramic sunroof. Just looking bad ass. All right, rear end of this K5 GT1. We have that deck lid spoiler in black, which looks good coming off the trunk, the Kia badge in the middle, LED tail lights, but I'm disappointed that we have regular bulbs for the turn signals out back. K5 badge on the left side of the trunk, GT badge on the right. Quad tip exhaust, chrome / cut, looking good. That black rear diffuser underneath, looking killer. So let's see how this baby sounds. All right, we are under the hood of this K5 GT1, and what are we looking at for power? A 2.5 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed dual clutch transmission, 290 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque, MPGs 24 in the city, 32 on the highway, 27 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular or blended gas. However, according to the owner's manual, if you want optimal engine performance, 91 octane or premium unleaded is recommended. All right, we are inside this 2023 Kia K5 GT1. And before we get started with the interior review, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this particular one cost? Well, the way this is optioned, and this has a ton of options in it, you're looking at an MSRP of $37,385. So let's check out the interior. All right, starting with the footbox. To my surprise, we don't have aluminum pedals in here. I would think on the K5 GT1, we'd see aluminum pedals, but we don't. We have rubber finish on the dead pedal, brake, and accelerator. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. We do have a plastic door sill plate that says K5. As we look at the seats, we have power seats with lumbar for the driver and front passenger. And now we have the chestnut brown interior package, which this is not leather. It is Semtex material, chestnut brown with black accents on the inserts, which I think look very nice. The GT badge is embossed into the front of the seats on both front seats which I think look really good. And the chestnut brown looks pretty good with the wolf gray. Last time we saw one of these, we had the red interior package, but this looks pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, we have the door panel time. We have soft touch up top, brushed aluminum on the door handle. We have that nice faux wood look underneath the door handle with some brown stitching towards the insert of the door. We do have some gloss black around the switchgear and gloss black around the armrest, but the armrest is nice and soft, and we do have the optional Bose sound system. Moving over to the dash, soft touch up top, more of that black, flat black, anti-fingerprint, black wood look on here, which I think looks really good with some silver, and then down below a nice large glove box. All right, infotainment system time. We have that Kia 10.25 inch infotainment system with touchscreen capability, nice and smooth. Dual panel action, nice and smooth and quick to the touch. Wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto. We got the Bose action going. You got driver profiles, maps, nav, the whole 9 yards in this K5 GT. And then we have all our manual controls up here, including the volume, map, nav, star button is your favorites over here. Then you have your radio media, seek track setup and all that. So if you want to go into setup, you can easily set up your driver profiles and go through your general setup, where you can change the date and time, language, keyboard, media options, that sort of stuff. And then you have your vehicle options, and you can go through those, such as your drive modes, your active sound design. Now, active sound design is the engine sound that's going to be pumped into the car from the speakers. So that's what that is. We're going to leave that on largest to see what it's like. Then you got your drive mode, where you can show your drive mode change alert. So, and then you have your driver assistance action. We have the full safety suite in here as well, which I like. So a lot of action going on inside this infotainment system. Moving on down, 4-way hazards, 2 heat and air vents, dual climate control action, which I like. Underneath that, you have a 12 volt, and then you have 2 USB-A's. Like to see USB-Cs. We have an area for change and doodads. Here is the gear shift that's going to take you through this 8-speed dual clutch transmission. Further down, auto brake hold. We have our camera views, parking sensors off, 2 cup holders. Here is our key fob right here, where you have your lock, unlock, pop the trunk, panic button, remote start. Nice weight. 2 cup holders. We have heated and ventilated seats, 3 stages each for the driver and front passenger, and heated steering wheel. Very nice. The drive modes we'll show you when we go through the dash. Wireless charging pad right here, which is a nice touch. We have a nice soft armrest in that chestnut color, and then we have another USB backup camera, nice and clear with trajectory. Got the 360 on the other side with trajectory. Here are our camera angles that we can change to if we would like. So a really nice backup camera action here in this K5. All right, Kia steering wheel. Here is a nice leather wrap steering wheel. 10 and 2 notches feel good. We have the Kia name on the horn button with some silver trim, which I like. We have the GT badge on the flat bottom of the steering wheel in brushed aluminum, which I think is really good. Flat black on the switch gear, telephone and voice commands on the left, safety suite and adaptive cruise control on the right. We do have some paddles mounted to the steering wheel to go through this 8-speed dual clutch. Here is our controls for our headlights and fog lamps, and on the right, our windshield wiper controls. Down on the left here, you have brighten and dim the dash, lane keep assist on or off, traction control off, pop the trunk. And then we look at our dash, which still hasn't been converted to a digital dash. It's still an analog digital combo. And we have analog gauges for the speedometer and tachometer, and fuel level and coolant temperature. And then when you go through the drive modes, we have a custom mode, Sport Plus, which automatically disables the traction control, Then we have regular, sport, and normal. Those are our settings, and we're going to leave this baby in Sport Plus for the drive today. Overhead console time. We got LED interior lighting. If you want the lights to come on when you open and close the door, this button on the right has to have the orange light on, and when you do, when you open the door, the lighting comes on, close it, and the lighting goes off. Here is the control for our panoramic sunroof, which starts right here with this nice black headliner and goes all the way to the back over the rear seat passengers. Very nice. And then we have our visor, vanity mirror, clips off, and does it slide back? Yes, it does, to block out the sun from the side. Very, very nice. On the driver's side door here, we do have 2 memory seat settings, which is a nice touch. And by pushing this button way up on top, we do have the power fold mirror action in this GT1. So when you lock the car, you can set it for those mirrors to fold in, which is a nice touch. All right, we are in the back seat of this 2023 K5 GT1, and I got plenty of room back here. Plenty of headroom at 5'11". This seat is set for my driving position, plenty of knee space, plenty of shoulder width room. I love the consistency of design, front to back, everything. All the themes are brought into the back seat, which I think is very, very good. We do have brushed aluminum on the door handle. We have that same trim that comes along here in silver. Still some gloss black around the switchgear, and that chestnut brown soft door armrest. It feels good back here. It's a nice place to be. All right, the rear center console, we have 2 heat and air vents, 2 USBs for connectivity, but from what I can tell, every USB in this car is a USB-A. Kia needs to start bringing USB-Cs, especially in 2023, when all your new smartphones work with USB-Cs and not A's. We have seat pockets behind each front seat for the rear seat passengers, and the armrest, we bring that down, nice and soft, 2 cup holders, that same nice chestnut brown design here in the back as well. Very, very nicely done by Kia in this car. All right, we are at the back of the car. Now we're going to take a look at the trunk. So you can either pop the trunk from the key fob or from the dash. But in case you forget and you're back here, we come up to the back, and right underneath the Kia badge, we have our backup camera and then the button to open the trunk. You push that, up it flies. It's really light, pops up, and a nice amount of trunk space in here. Here are the carpeted floor mats that go with the car. We come underneath here. We have a nice spare tire with a jack and tools. Thank you, Kia, for including that. But a nice big spot. Nice big trunk for larger items, big suitcases for those weeks away, looking great. If you need more space, here are our back seat releases. You just pull these, and then you can come around to the side of the car and let the seats down. We have a 60-40 split in this one, 40 on the left side and 60 on the right. And now, when you take a look in, you have a lot more space. Now, the opening where the seats are is a little bit narrow, and the height is a bit restricted, but it does give you space for some longer items, which I think is a really nice touch. And Kia, in their sedans, does such a great job with interior use of space and cargo space. It's really quite nice. All right, here is the window sticker for this 2023 K5 GT1. Please feel free to pause the video here, zoom in, see everything that's optioned inside of this K5 GT. And now, let's take it out for a spin. All right, we are driving in the K5 GT1. And I've been driving a little while, warm up the tires. Full tank of gas gets you about 420 miles of range, which I think is pretty darn good, considering the extra power you have in here for the GT trim. GT1 trim, just so you know, adds $4,200 to the price of this GT. Just so you're aware, that is a heavy add for the GT1 package. So we're going to take this. This thing drives great. It's very light on its feet. We have easy visibility out of the front and the back. The controls are easy to get to. My dual climate's easy to get to. It's easy to shift. It really is a very tight drive. It is right and it is tight. No creaks, no rattles, no vibrations anywhere. So that is, you know, really, really good. But the main thing I want to do today is let's put this thing through its paces. Now it's a warmer day today and the tires are warmed up, so we should have some good traction out here, even though these are all season tires. And we'll see how it goes. Well, that didn't go very far at all. A lot of out-of-staters here the day before Thanksgiving that don't know where they're going and are driving 15 miles an hour under the speed limit of the road. So, be patient. Panoramic sunroof. Great option here. I love that panoramic sunroof. The chestnut brown interior I think I like the red better than the chestnut brown. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, especially with this wolf gray paint. I think the red might go a little better. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about not having any aluminum finish on the pedals either. I would have liked to seen, especially in this GT and with the GT1, some aluminum finish on these pedals. Great pickup, gets you right up to speed, no problem. We got plenty of horsepower at 290. The extra torque at 311 gets this car up and moving really, really well. I don't know, 290 is so close to 300. I think I might have liked them to just boost it a little bit more and get it to 300. 300 sounds so much better to the ear than 290. Let me know what you think. Even though 290 is plenty, let me know what you think in the comments about that. But we are in Sport Plus. We have traction control off. We are at a stop. We are in manual mode, paddle shift. Let's rock. Wheel spin there. Again, we still have the open diff here in the GT1. I would like to see them either do an all-wheel drive because they have the GT line in all-wheel drive, or I'd like to see them do a limited slip diff up front. Let me know what you think in the comments. Coming down to the right, nice handling. Coming out of the turn to the left, nice. And off we go down the road, looking good. Nicely done. Now we come down the hill. We're going to have an uphill bend to the left coming up. Nicely done. Very nice. Turn radius on a U-turn. Good. Nice. Back down the road the other direction, bend to the right, downhill. Nice. Over the bridge, back up the hill. We're going to get an emergency stop in as soon as we pass the green belt. 3, 2, 1, emergency stop. Nice. Linear stop, no problem. And now back off to the races. 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 And Nice. Now you gotta remember, this is some pumped in sound, but frankly, I know a lot of reviewers get mad about the pumped in sound. I don't really care. As long as it sounds good, I could care less. And it sounds good, so it's cool with me. Coming down the hill, over the bridge, of course back across the green belt again. Uphill emergency stop. Nice, on the turn 2. Nice and linear, no problem. Really nice action here in this K5 GT1. Nicely done. Nice sound, nice pickup. This is just a good car, no doubt about it. It's a fun car for $37K. If you take that GT1 package out, you still get the mechanics of the GT, and you're still going to have just as much fun, and you're going to save yourself $4,200. So let me know, do you do the GT1 package, or do you do it without the GT1 package? Save some cash for maybe some modifications that you want to do after you buy it. Let me know what you think in the comments. This car is set up just perfectly out of the factory for some mods. Let me know if you've done some mods on your K5, what you've done to make it more fun to drive or more powerful and whatnot. I'd love to hear from you. If you're shopping around for a sports sedan, I would definitely put the Kia K5 GT, if you can find one, on your list to test drive, because it is a really fun car. And even with the GT1 package, it is a value buy at this price point in the market for sure. I want to thank Ciocca Kia in Ewing, New Jersey for allowing the channel access to this K5 GT1 for review today. I'd also like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.